think we should warm up for a bit? You wanna go get some trees, go do some exploring? We have to go get some trees to help make furniture with, okay? Let's head out. Bring that door in, which is gonna be our table. Then we need to go collect some fir logs that we can use to cut into legs. And a ladder to go up to the loft, things like that, okay? You wanna do that? Let's go grab that right now, okay? That's actually outside, Kelly. It's blue jays stealing your food. Kelly, they got all of your food, girl. You want to go out and get them? This is for me, though. Kelly, you had your lunch, girl. Go lie down. Go sleep. Kelly, go lie down. No, not sit down. I don't think you'd like this. It's squash. Squash and onions, which you can't have. Okay? I think you should have a nap. You wait for me. And we can go back out after, okay? No. Callie, bring it here, please. Tired anyway, aren't you? I know it's kind of blasphemy to put screws in something that you've done joinery on, the mortise and tenon on these. But this is a rustic cabin, and if I do fine carpentry or even fancier carpentry than I'm used to, then just never going to get anything done. So to me this is good enough for in the cabin. I would love to in the future to do something a little bit fancier. But I can always use this table and this frame and everything else for something else, like in the workshop or outside or something. So nothing goes to waste. Everything gets either reused or repurposed. And that's what I like about using all these natural materials. 2 inches too high. That's 32 inches to the top. The nice surface area for working, but slightly too low, or slightly too high for eating at, I think, with a standard chair height. Although I'm making a bench, I could make the bench a little bit higher too. Right, so that's the basic table done. Got some things to do to it, like I do for just about everything in the cabin. Got the basics done, and then I'll finish it up later. A lot of the reason for that is that I'm working with green wood. So the top of the table is made out of 2x6 red pine, and it's still pretty green. The reason I took it down from the doorway is because I glued the joints, and because it is green, it is starting to pull apart a little bit and starting to warp. So by getting those 2 braces on the bottom, that'll prevent or stop most of the warping. And I'll probably put 2 more thinner cross braces right here that won't be visible. I don't think I'll put an apron around the table, it doesn't really need one. The other thing that's green is the balsam fir legs. I cut those back in March of last year, but because they've been sitting outside and they had a lot of snow and rain on them, they were horizontal. They absorbed water, so I don't know how much they actually seasoned, or just how much of this moisture is just water that will leave pretty quickly. That cross brace that goes from this leg to the far leg, set of legs, that's a striped maple that I cut down right at the very beginning when I was clearing the site for the cabin right here. So that again is what, April maybe? But again, lying down horizontal. I didn't plan on using it, I was just going to use it for firewood. But I think it's pretty cool, it's pretty rustic. So I've run this on both sides right through that horizontal brace. And what I'm going to do when they finish shrinking is put a pin down through there. It has a deep enough shoulder here that legs can't move that way, so it just needs a pin here to stop it from pulling out and to stop the legs from moving. I think what I'll also need is a little 45 right here, or on the inside if there's enough leg room. I don't like doing that. I'll probably do it on the outside here. So that'll stop that kind of lateral movement, but it will be up against the wall. This is going to be over there, sort of in the middle of the room, slightly further that way. So that hatch down there is cleared. Now that, as a lot of you know, but I didn't make it very obvious, I thought I had done a better job of editing the last video to show that that thermometer at the end of the video was actually down in the bottom of that. I was showing that it was 15 degrees Celsius above floor, and it was around 0, around freezing down in that box. I still have to insulate this entire floor. So that'll keep that ice box from freezing, but it'll keep it much cooler than the air temperature above floor. This table I'll also plane that smooth and then put some kind of finish on it, maybe just a beeswax or oil or something, linseed oil. I think it'll stop moving now with those braces on it, so I should be able to level it out and get it solid. So like I said, that's going to be over there a little bit. You have a bench along that wall that's wide enough to sleep on. It has a mattress. I already have the mattress for it. And then along this wall, the sink or prep area, sink right here, because I need to run it out under that window to drain. And then over here, countertop, work area, surface area, pantry. Probably going to have enough room to put something facing out that way, like a pantry or a rack for dishes and stuff, pots and pans. And then that table will be right here, bench there. Then I can have 2 chairs on this side of the table and then a bench along that, so it'll be able to fit 4. And I still have that big picture window to put in right here above this table. So from here basically to there will be a window right above the table, so it lets light in directly onto the table. And you can see down into that valley where the wildlife like to hang out. So I'm looking forward to that in the spring probably. All this other stuff will be done, but I'll wait till spring to put that window in. So I am happy to have this table here. Finally got a surface to work on and eat on. And gets this area organized, cleaned up a little bit so I can start fastening. Well, I can insulate and vapor barrier the floor here and then fasten those boards down, I think. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about those shrinking over there. And then I can start adding stuff to the walls and finish the chinking. Lots to do. But anyway, good year. I'm happy with what I got done here this year. Looking forward to what I'm going to be doing next year. Well, that's it for this video. Thought it was a good time to put a short video out anyway, because it's just a few days before Christmas that I'm going to release this. And you know, I'm going to be spending a lot of time with my family, and I hope you are too. So I do plan on putting out a video next week. I'm not sure if it's going to be current footage or some flashbacks to the rest of the year, because that next video is going to be just a few days before New Year's that I release it. But I just wanted to thank everybody for following along this year. Really appreciate it. It's been a fun, very rewarding year for me. I'm having such a great time, not only building this cabin and you know, building this simple life, but also interacting with all of you guys that are watching. Can't believe the channel started off at around 4,000 subscribers at this time last year, and now it's about 160,000. So just overwhelmed by that. I just can't believe that many people want to watch what I'm doing up here, and I really appreciate that. I did want to say something. I'm not going to do a long reflections in this video. I will put some into the next video, or I'll have a midweek video. But I just wanted to say to everybody, first of all, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year if I don't hear from you, and if you don't hear from me before then, and if you don't celebrate Christmas like we do here in Canada, happy holidays to you. And regardless whether you celebrate it or not, it's a great time of year to just reconnect and think back, reflect on what great things happened this year, what not so great things happened, and what you're going to do about that, and that you're going to move on and not hold grudges, and not hold on to those bad moments, instead focus on the good ones. I think at this time of year, regardless what you celebrate, it's just a great time to set aside our differences and just be appreciative and supportive to one another, and you know, leave some of that negativity in 2017 and go into 2018 with nothing but positivity and support for one another. That's my wish for 2018. Somebody commented, I think on my last video, and said, don't take your dreams to your grave, take your memories. And I can add, don't take regrets to your grave, take memories. And of course what that means is that, you know, you have one life to live, so live it to the fullest, and maybe take this time of year as an opportunity, whether you believe in New Year's resolutions or not. It's a good time just to say, this year I'm going to do this, I'm going to set a goal, and I'm going to get up and I'm going to do something different this year. Something that's going to make me happy, or more successful, or more productive, or a better person, more philanthropic, you know, going to help more people. So I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to lock the cabin up for a few days. My family, my wife and 2 daughters and I are heading down to my parents down in the city for Christmas Day for dinner with the rest of the family. For me, that's what this season's about. It's reconnecting and tightening those relationships that we want to work on. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm also looking forward to getting back here and really getting some things done and getting to this place to the point where it can be lived in full time, because you know, there's still things to tighten up. The blue jays are finding the moss to their liking. They're starting to take it out, so I do need to finish the chinking. Floor I need to fasten down and insulate, like I said, and get the interior finished. So, and then come spring, I'm ready to move into these other projects I've got planned. It's going to be a really exciting year. Can't wait to build this outdoor kitchen with pizza oven and bread oven, so I can finally share that sourdough bread recipe of my wife's with everybody. I like to cook it right here and in front of you and show you how it's done right from scratch. Woodshed workshop. I can't wait to get a workshop built so I'm not working outside or trying to work inside around all the furniture that's going to be in here. So that's going to be early in the year for sure, like soon as the snow melts in the spring, and I have big plans for that. I think that's going to be as exciting as the cabin build, actually. In fact, I know it is. Root cellar, foundation. I'm going to build that workshop kind of a stone log timber frame mix. So different techniques than I've used here, which I'm really looking forward to doing. Pizza oven's going to be made out of clay, and then the whole kitchen area out of stone. And cellar will be out of stone. I'd like to build a sauna, smokehouse. So yeah, so much to do in 2018. So I think if you enjoyed this cabin build, you're going to be even more excited and enjoy the rest of the build around here even more. And then the settling in to make this thing a real true wilderness, or I guess not primitive, but a real wilderness homestead. Like I said, big year, exciting year. Hope you stay tuned. I really appreciate everybody who's watched the videos this year and who've subscribed and commented on the videos. I, like I said, read each and every one of them. And it's exciting to me to read those every weekend after I post a video on Friday. I'll continue to post some midweek videos this year as well. You know, tool reviews and gear reviews. And any questions you guys have. If you have any more questions you would like me to make a video about specific topics, I am cataloging all your suggestions and plan on adding those as at least midweek videos, if not including them in the main video. So I am looking forward to doing more and more of those videos. Because this main cabin build is done, I get a little bit more time to get out and do some of the other things that I love to do and that I need to do, like harvesting food. In fact, for the next week or two, I need to concentrate on getting a deer in the freezer. Got my snowshoes here. My wife and I are going to go explore all this land around here that we haven't seen yet. You know, some great ice fishing lakes around here, so we'll be doing some ice fishing. Or I will be doing some ice fishing, I guess, for the most part alone. Yeah, and then come spring, I'll be doing, along with working all around here, I'll get the garden going and get some fish, show you how I'm going to catch different types of fish and how to preserve them. So, like I said, exciting year. But I'm rambling on again, like I tend to do, which is why I do add that to the end of the video, so you don't have to watch it if you're not so inclined. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. You know, look back on 2017 with gratitude, and look forward to some great things in 2018. So take care, have a great holiday, and I'll see you next year.